Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in a series of videos that is all about handmade Persian rugs and as well as handmade carpets from around the world. I welcome you to our channel and I hope you and your family are doing well. In today's episode, I'm going to introduce you to two very opposite types of pure silk Qum rugs. The Qum rugs, the pure silk Qum rugs, are one of the most best known, most popular, collectible types of Persian rugs. These are the pure silk ones, like the one that I have here and the one that I had one of our subscribers by the name of Ali in Indonesia. He has this beautiful piece as well, but I wanted to show you something that you rarely ever get to see, and that is I'm going to show you the two extremes of the Qum rugs that you are probably going to be exposed to when you buy Persian rugs, and why they are as confusing sometimes as they can be, because the one on my right is a genuine Jamshidi, the best of the best. When it comes to handmade Persian rugs, the pure silk ones, the Jamshidis are kind of like the Picassos of paintings. I mean, it's over the top. But to my left here, this is a picture of a piece that like I said, my subscriber Ali, he sent me pictures of his rug. He saw the video below, I have the link below in the description, and he asked me for my opinion on it. Well, this is a pure silk Qum rug. So is the Jamshidi. What's the difference between the two? One is a genuine handmade art piece, extremely valuable. The other one is a machine-made silk Qum rug. What's the difference? Tens of thousands of dollars versus a few $100s. This is machine-made. The silk is not real silk, it's bamboo-ish silk. Sometimes nowadays they're also using industrial silk. So I thought we recently were able to obtain this beautiful piece from a private collector. And so I thought, what a perfect way to combine the two. I have made other videos about the Jamshidi rugs, and it turned out that apparently the video that I made, and I'm going to put the link below, we had as a few genuine Jamshidis, and these are the ones with the seals and the whole shebang. Just amazing, stunning pieces. And lo and behold, apparently somebody from the Muhammad Jamshidi family in Qum, somebody must have seen the video. They left a comment in that video, in the comment section, that yes, this is a genuine piece. And they also did it on our Facebook page. And I was extremely impressed by it. I do not go out of my way to solicit business. Yes, I have our website. And yes, I talk about, for example, asking people, say, you know what, if you like the channel, hit that subscribe button and all that. But I'm not one to just constantly come out and barrage people with gimmicks and everything. I figured if they have questions for me, they'll let me know. But I was extremely honored and I'm very proud of the fact that without asking, the Jamshidi family left me a comment saying that yes, we saw the rug, it is a real thing. And so here we have another piece. And but when at the same time that I obtained this piece right here, that my family was able to purchase it, we also got the fake one. Ali contacted me about the fake one. Now he was told that this is a machine-made Qum rug. He was actually one of the few lucky people. Most people nowadays, when you look at the Qum silk rugs, and this has been a warning that I have been sending out to a lot of people, I have been getting so many questions from viewers that about their silk rugs, that I oftentimes feature them in my channel. It is something that I love doing, where instead of just trying to promote stuff or try to showcase stuff, I want to show you guys, if you're watching, that yes, there is someone out there who will literally look at what it is that you're asking and will try to answer it. So in this case, Ali saw it and he sent me 3 pictures of a silk rug. Now he told me that it was machine made and he purchased it as a prayer rug. Knowing that it is machine made, he explained to me that financially he was not in a position where he was just going to go out and spend a huge sum of money on a handmade rug. And he wanted a silk Qum rug. And so he was able to find this piece right here. Watched my video. He sent me 3 pictures of it. As you can see, beautiful picture of the whole rug. It's, I think, roughly about 2.5 by 4 feet, about, I think it's 60 centimeters, or maybe a little bit wider. It looks like about 1.2 meters or something. And he wanted to know what I thought of it. And, but like I said, he was very upfront about the fact that this was a machine-made rug. And so when I looked at it, he also sent me a few pictures of other rugs in addition to this one. And I may feature them in other future videos. But in this particular piece, I asked him for his permission because it is rare that I actually have someone who not only sends me the great pictures, perfect format and everything, but they also pointed out the fact that, yes, they were aware of the fact that it's machine made. So we have the whole picture of the rug. Then, as I always ask, he sent me a corner of the rug and you see the front of it. And then there is the picture of the corner of the rug with the back of it. Now, the back is very important. The back corner, and being that the picture was about 1 megabyte, I was able to enlarge it and I was able to see that, yes, this is machine made. And just to give you an example of what I mean by that is, I'm actually going to step aside here. And here are 2 pictures. You notice, both of these are pictures of the back corners. One is a Jamshidi, one is of the machine made. Notice on the machine made how the white lines between the knots are just absolutely perfect. This is literally what you call a machine made. I mean, this is just looking at this, within a few moments we could tell that it's machine made. And so I wanted to show you, when you look at the 2 pictures, you can see the difference. So with the technology, unfortunately, with the pure silk Qum rugs, the technology is getting to a point where it's getting harder and harder for us to tell the difference. But this picture right here of, you can see the white foundation sticking through the knots. And it's just a perfect example. This is something that you will find in the machine-made rugs. They are not able to really make them to a degree where it becomes perfect. So we can tell that this is machine-made. But if you are a new buyer, if you're a new collector, if you're not too sure, please, when it comes to the pure silk rugs, always, if you can, I always tell my clients, I would rather have you save your money than spend it on something that you may end up regretting. Now, also, I wanted to point something else out to you. And that has to do, when we talk about the fake and genuine, I'm going to just point out a few things to you. Here is the Jamshidi signature. On the Mohammadi Jamshidi, on the genuine Jamshidi pieces, you typically have a seal attached. And here's a picture of my old previous Jamshidi that we had. We had a number of them. They're all sold by now. But you notice on the real genuine Jamshidis, they typically come with a seal that is attached next to the signature. Well, in this particular piece, the collector, he detached the seal because he actually did have it lying on the floor. And he put the seal on the back of the rug, and apparently it must have gotten lost over the decades. This Qum rug, this Jamshidi, dates back to about the early 1990s. But what is important is the signature. If you, the genuine Jamshidi signatures, they have not only the seal that you can verify with the Jamshidi workshop, but it also comes with the MJ signature, and then you see Qum, Iran, Jamshidi, and all that. Because not only will you nowadays find the name Jamshidi woven into machine-made rugs, but even in handmade rugs, because the Jamshidi family is so well known, it is so highly respected. Just to give you an idea, we have the genuine signature at the top, then you have two fake ones underneath. So these two fake ones, they all say Jamshidi. And the dealers, actually, when I saw them, are describing them as Qum Jamshidi. But they are not the real Jamshidi. So whether they happen to have the same family name, or whether they happen to be weavers who simply decided, you know what, we can make money off of it by adding the Jamshidi name to the rug, similar to the Nain rugs. Most of the high-end Nain rugs have the Habibian signature, even though the poor brother has been dead since the 90s. And the older, the genuine Habibians, extremely fine, extremely expensive, but they date back to the 70s and 80s. So the guy who has been dead for 30 years apparently is still making rugs. Well, the same thing with the Jamshidis. You have signatures on pure silk Qum rugs, but they're not the genuine. So this is something I want you to be aware of. Unfortunately, there's a lot of, I'm going to say it. There's a lot of fraud out there when it comes to especially the high-end silk rugs. Whether it is like in this video where I'm showing you a machine-made piece and then this beautiful art piece. The same thing, I've done it with many of the videos where I describe the Turkish Haraki ones versus the Chinese ones and all that. And I have made many other videos where I talk about real rugs versus, well, rugs that are pretending to be the real ones. So I thought I'm going to introduce you. We not only have this beautiful Jamshidi, and I'm going to, as I always do, get behind the camera a little bit and show you some of the details. Because this is literally an art piece. So here I'm back again. I do apologize. You may have heard the phone ring earlier. This is what happens when you take the videos while basically also trying to run a business, and at times the phone does ring. I do apologize. So to basically get back to you, I'm going to now get back behind the camera as I always do. I want to give you the close-ups of the Jamshidi. As I have always told my folks, my viewers, and if you have questions about the rugs that you may have, if you want to, there is a link to a video below in the description. In it, I describe to you what kind of pictures I need, like Ali did with his rug. And so that I can take a quick look and get back to you. I have absolute no problems answering questions. I am getting a lot of them as our channel keeps growing, and I do my very best. But if you're able to watch the video so that you can send me the right pictures, and I basically explain to you what's basic detail information I need, then I can get back to you quickly, give you an honest, straightforward opinion. And as I always tell folks, if it's important to you, always get second, third, fourth, get as many opinions as you want. I'm not a big fan of calling myself an expert. I know what I know, but I have absolute no problems telling you that I always look for ways to learn more. And you guys are actually inspiring me to learn more. So I thank you for that. So now I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to show you the close-ups of the Jamshidi, and then I'm going to come back to you and say my final goodbye. So I'm going to see you again here in just a little bit. So here I'm back again, this time from behind the camera as I always do, and I'm just going to literally show you the features of this rug. And this is a classic Jamshidi, just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, this one dates back to the early 90s, and this, it's almost like, you can see it in the corners, this gumbat, it's almost like a dome design. It features typical, and this is very, very classic Jamshidi of that era, and the design, what looks like almost like a mosque. You have the onion rooftop, you have the gumbat design, you have just the detailed Persian architecture, and then you have, and this is really what tells us what it is, with the Jamshidis, we can tell a lot about the age by looking at the knots and how they were made. That actually, for those of us that know, it tells us a lot about when the rug was made at approximately, like I said, this is extremely, not only fine and detailed, but at times the Jamshidis changed the style of how they add the knots. But now, as I've shown you earlier with the measuring tape, this is an extremely, extremely fine piece. Like I said, you're looking at a rug that has well over 1,000 knots per square inch. Just absolutely phenomenal. And keep in mind, I'm just like, this is about 35 years, and you can see the density also. Keep in mind, this is genuine pure silk, and this is zoomed in. As I'm zooming back out again, you can see, like I said, I wanted to zoom in so I can show you the details of the knots. But once you are in normal view, it's just absolutely amazing that, you know, this is done by human hands. And as I've shown you, here's the signature. You have Muhammad Jamshidi. This MJ, very typical. And the Jamshidis are known for using really the highest grade silk. It's a very dense silk, but it's also very strong. And so just all the way around, it's just an amazing piece. Like I said, when you are blessed to be able to actually hold a genuine Jamshidi in your hand, like I said, for people like myself who are into Persian rugs, this is as special as it gets. So these are the close-ups. I'm going to come back to you right now and say my final goodbyes. So I hope you liked this video about the comparison and between a pure silk masterpiece, art piece, this is a Jamshidi, versus a machine-made rug that a viewer shared with me and gave me the permission to use. So Ali. I want to thank you if you're watching this video. I appreciate you letting me use your rug and share everything with the general public. And again, if you like our channel, it's all about Persian rugs. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. The link to everything is below in the description. And until I come back to you, which will hopefully be in a few days with a new video, try to add about 1 or 2 every week. I wish you and your family the very best. Until we see each other again, take care and best wishes from me. Bye-bye.